Okay, here we go again. Just get started. So this is my reintroduction to just getting started. I just got started many months ago, and it was going well in the beginning, and then I just hit like a bump in the road, and I had a major hiccup. I went through like major depression, and I could not record anything. I didn't feel like I was in a place where I could speak. I felt like it was a time to just go within and to listen. And oh boy, did I learn a lot. I learned a lot about myself, and I had a lot of healing to do that I didn't even know that I needed to do. But what I rediscovered during that time is kind of I regained a passion for creativity. So I've been creating a lot of stuff lately. I think I don't know, what did I make? I made a digital journal. I made a gratitude journal. I've been making a bunch of Procreate brushes and some digital stickers, and I've got all sort of ideas and whatnot. But this video really isn't about that. It's more so kind of like a rebirth for me. At least I'm hoping that it is. That's what my intuition is leading me to believe, is that this is sort of just like a starting over period for me. And with spring coming in, it's the perfect time. It's just like everything replenishes, everything renews, and it feels just like a metaphor for my life right now. I felt very stagnant and stuck. I knew that there was a chance that what I had been planning may not work out. I knew at some point we were starting to have doubts about the way we were going about it, and I had no idea that my life was just going to turn upside down, like mentally. And I could not do much. Some days it was hard to like get out of the bed. Some days it was hard to get in the shower. I just was deeply depressed in a way that I had never been before. And so when I was feeling like that, it was very hard for me to record, because I didn't want to come on camera just being depressed, and I also wasn't going to get on camera and pretend like everything was okay. And then as I started to feel better, it still was difficult for me to get on camera and record, because I just felt like I didn't have anything to say. Now, when I say I didn't have anything to say, meaning like I really, really felt like it was a time for me to just listen. Like I was learning a lot of stuff. I'm reading a lot of books, taking a lot of stuff in, and I just didn't feel like I was in the place where I could speak. I even did some like online Zoom type calls and whatnot, and I normally would participate in conversations, and I didn't. I kept my camera off. I didn't talk. And so one thing that I mentioned in my previous video is that journaling helped. I created a new journal for myself, and I pushed myself to actually work on a year-long journal. I usually do like a 30-day journal, and I had been too afraid that I was going to start it and stop it. And so I wanted to push myself to commit myself to actually journaling every day. And now if I miss a day or two, that's fine. But the idea is that I keep going with it, because if I give myself permission to slack off, then I'm going to do it. So I wanted to commit to that. And I have a huge problem with commitment. So doing that was a very big step for me. So I'm doing my journaling every day, and I put my gratitude, I made a separate gratitude planner too. So I'm doing the journal and the gratitude journaling, both of those every day. And then the other thing, what was it? Sorry, I am, anybody of a certain age knows you know, women of a certain age, we kind of just like lose our train of thought mid-sentence. Okay, I hope it comes back to me, but I'm going to move on because I don't know what it was and I have no script. So going back to spring and things just sort of renewing and replenishing, I felt like I needed a change. And so I feel like a lot of things around me are changing. I feel like a lot of things are changing with me mentally. And I wanted to just cut my hair off. I'm like, I want to start something different. I just felt like everything was weighing me down, and like I need almost a new identity, like a more evolved self. I got some new glasses, I cut my hair, I got Invisalign. I'm just like working on me. I'm working on me, but at my own pace. I'm not trying to do too many things at once, but I wanted to come back to YouTube, and I've been very not afraid. There's just been some sort of hesitation. Like, it was just hard to get started again. So today I said, I'm just going to go get in the car, go drive somewhere and record a video, because I know when I get in the car, it's just really easy for me to record. I have a lot of distractions at home. So I said, I'm gonna get in the car, I'm gonna go drive somewhere, and I'm just gonna talk. And so I'm gonna get started by just getting started. I'm going to press record and I'm going to say something. So that's what I'm doing today. Now, I don't know what videos are gonna come from this. I'm not even thinking in the future. I am just trying to be present. And that is, kind of my word for the year is just presence. And also I have a word and a phrase. The word is present, and then the phrase is keep going, because I have up until now have had a tendency to start things and I'll go really hard and then I'll just stop. And I don't know all the time why I stop, or there may actually be a valid reason why I stop, but it's very difficult. It has been very difficult for me to start again, whatever that is, whether it's making videos, whether it's making jewelry, whether it's, any kind of creative pursuits that I have. It's been really hard. So I forced myself to get in the car, go drive and record. So this is my just get started. So if you haven't gotten started, let this be inspiration to you to get started. And if you've started and stopped and you don't know how to get started again, just press record. So that's it for now. I don't remember what it was that I wanted to mention, but maybe in another video. Okay, I remember what it was that I was going to say. So I've talked in past videos about feeling lonely, being a homeschooling parent, and just a lot of things changed after COVID. Prior to COVID, my oldest kids were younger. They were still in like K-8, and we had like a homeschooling group. So I always had like a community. And then once COVID happened, everything shut down. All the groups and things that I was a part of kind of dissolved. And then it just was no longer there. My daughter went to high school. My son followed in a couple of years, and it was just like no more community. So when my kids were young, I had a mom group that I belonged to. I had the homeschooling community. So I had none of that anymore. And it was just like I was at home alone all the time, like with my kids. And then my husband works in entertainment, so he works, really long hours. And so what I decided in this, in the spirit of change and sort of like, inviting the change into my life that I want to see, I started to branch out to like, well, how can I become part of a community? How can I make new friends? Because a lot of the friends that I have, like, I don't see them or talk to them regularly, and I'm wanting to like get together with people regularly, but that's very difficult to do for some reason. So I decided to join a couple of meetup groups. So I met some wonderful people in one of the groups that I joined a women's group, and that's been very helpful. I've gone to a couple of meetings, and I'm going to do we're going to do a walk together, and there are some social activities that we'll be doing together. And then I joined another group where we went to the like Quincy Jones Symphonic Tribute at USC. Oh my gosh, it was so much fun. I took my husband, we went for a date, and it was so much fun, so unexpected. And I would have never even known about that actual event, and it was completely free, if I hadn't like set the intention and followed through with like, I'm going to join some social groups because I feel alone. And I have been complaining to my daughter about, feeling lonely and whatnot. Not complaining, just telling her kind of like, I'm feeling alone because of this or whatever. And she was like, Mom, you need to go to a coffee shop or something. I'm like, that's not how people here make friends. Like, you go to a coffee shop and you're sitting by yourself, people are generally not going to talk to you. Maybe if we were in Europe, people tend to do that more, but not here. So I think because she kind of called me out, because I had the intention to like find some meetup groups, and I had been looking, but I just kind of, sat it down, and I was like, okay, I'll come back to it whenever. But because she kind of called me out to it, I felt like it kind of, lit the fire under my feet. So I found some groups, and I'm doing more social stuff now. And I actually ran into an old friend, so I'm interested in kind of like rekindling that friendship. She was from my mom group, so I'll see, maybe we can get together. But I just wanted to say that following through with your intentions can lead you to places that are unexpected. So me feeling lonely and isolated, me just reaching out, trying to join a group of strangers has actually been wonderful. It's improved my mental health a lot. And I've only had a couple of meetings, and I had a one-on-one also with someone from the group. And then there, another person or two that I'm going to reach out to see if we can get together. But just, if you are struggling with your mental health, or you feel like you need friends that you see in person, not just text on the phone or call on the phone, join a meetup group. So that was all. Take care. Ciao.